Hello YouTube, it's Dale from Beauty and the Empty Nest, and I want to share my top favorite products from 2015. So if you want to see what I've selected, keep watching. Okay, I have quite a variety of products here, and I have to say this was really tough to make some of these selections. And there's a couple things where you'll see that I've kind of grouped a couple items together, because across the whole year there's been some favorites I've had that work well during the summer and some that work well during the winter, but they're the same product. So you'll see what I mean. But I'm going to start off with something maybe a little bit odd, and that is my Pink Zote Soap Laundry Bar. I love to use this for cleaning my beauty blender. It truly is a pink laundry soap bar, and you can see the little indentation I've already put in it here. This works so well for cleaning beauty blenders. I mean, it almost gets all the stains out of mine. It works really well for cleaning brushes. It's just really wonderful, and you know what? It's 97 cents when you buy it at Walmart, and it lasts forever. And you can keep it in the original packaging because it's kind of got that plasticky coating on it there. So this is a top runner. Next product is a perfume. I just love this perfume. It's the Harvey Prince Hello. I finally got a bottle of it because I had the sample that was running out. I love this. I don't know how to describe scents very well, but I haven't put it on yet today. I just love this scent. It's just beautiful, but not too overpowering. I wouldn't say it lasts always the whole day on me, but I just love my favorite perfume. Okay, let's move on to, a hair care product. And I've mentioned this before in my favorites, and of course it's coming back because it has been a lifesaver for me, especially as I'm growing out my hair. And it is the Phyto, and I'm probably saying that wrong. Is it Phyto? Phyto? And it's the Repairing Thermal Protectant Spray. Now, what I love about this is I will put this in my hair right after I come out of the shower and just kind of comb it through, ruffle it through, or I'll sometimes even put it on my hair when it's dry, and then go ahead and just blow dry it. Sometimes I don't even have to flat iron it. It does an amazing job of defrizzing my hair, putting some shine into my hair, and also, but not weighing it down at the same time. It is one of the only products I even need for my hair, which has been fantastic. It's pricey, but it's worth it to me because it's really the only product I need. And I have never had a product that has made such an incredible change to my hair. You always hope for it, but this one really follows through, and I just love it. The next one falls under the category of a hand cream, and I have actually two to show you. Well, actually three. I'll explain that in a minute. Because one, I need a heavier duty one for during the winter, and a little bit lighter one, but still very necessary to have one for me for during the summer. So my summer favorites are the Tony Moly ones, especially this peach one. I also have it in apple. These are just wonderful. Matter of fact, I'll show you. The peach is almost gone. I love the smell of them. They are just so moisturizing. This is the only hand cream I need. I'd like to put hand cream on at night that I need during the summer then. Love this. I don't like the smell of the apple as much, but the peach is just wonderful. But the actual cream, hand cream itself, is fantastic. Love this. Now top one, my summer kind of care product. The winter side of things, I need a little bit of a heavier duty hand cream. And so what I have, and I think I got this in a Birchbox, it's the Delectable hand cream, and this is in the coconut and cream scent. This is so wonderful. It is heavier, so that means when you first put it on, at first I didn't like it because it stays sticky for like 2 or 3 minutes. So you kind of have to be prepared not to be touching, don't go petting any cats or like fruffling any dogs during that time period because you will end up with fur on your hands, little furry mittens. But this is such a great hand cream. Same as the other ones. I wake up in the morning and my hands still feel really good, and the smell is divine. Love this one. Kohl's carries it. I know you can buy it through Birchbox. I believe I've seen it also being sold at Ulta and a few other places as well too. So absolutely love this. So moving on to another body care product, and that is my body butter. I love body butter. It works the best for me. and rather than just a lotion. And one of my top favorite ones is the Body Shop one. This is the argan oil one. You can see I'm still working on it. These last quite a while for me. I just love that scent too. And this is a nice kind of gender neutral scent too, so like my husband will still use this too. But I just love body butter, and I have to say Body Shop does some of the best body butters. So absolute favorite, summer and winter. Okay, let's kind of keep to that theme just a little bit, and that is with lip balms. So I need hand cream every night, and I need a good lip balm every night. My favorite during the summer that I can get away with is the Tony Moly one. This is a little pricey because you can get a cheaper Vaseline one. You can see it's almost gone here. But it smells so wonderful, and it does such a good job, and the container is adorable. So I believe this is like $9 or $10. But this lasted me through the entire summer, and I have a little bit now to start up in the summer. So it does a beautiful job with moisturizing my lips. Same thing as the hand cream. Then when I wake up, my lips still feel well moisturized. So love this at night. Actually, also during the day, I don't put it on right before I put on my lipstick though, because it does have more of a emollient texture to it there. During the winter, my favorite one that I have to use, this isn't quite enough for during the winter when my lips get really, really dry, but my favorite during that time period is the one by Nux or Nux. It looks like this. I got it in Target. You can see inside there. It's got a little bit of almost an orangey kind of aroma to it, but you can see the consistency is very different than more like the Vaseline. This is a thicker consistency. You can see there. But it does an amazing job with really moisturizing your lips. I've even found that I can put this on when I'm doing my makeup. I can put this on and then put lipstick on 5 or 10 minutes later, and I'm okay because it has just that different consistency to it. But it does an amazing job moisturizing your lips and as like a treatment. It is pricier though. I got this at Target, and I want to say it was around $19. But if you time it right during some of their beauty sales with your cartwheel, you might get a little bit cheaper. So it is pricier. However, I've been using this for the past 3 or 4 months, and you can see I still have not dug in much. So I have a feeling I will be prepared for next winter as well and still be able to get through here. But this has been the best lip balm for me. So these two for my lip balm products. Okay. One more face care, and then we'll move into some makeup. One of my favorite eye creams, Origins. It's the Starting Over eye cream. It does just typical eye cream look there. It does a wonderful job of helping take away some of that dryness and maybe some of the fine lines, I don't know, through the area, but not making it too oily or not making it too heavy. I even use it on the top of my lid too. I've tried several other eye creams, and no matter what, I still keep coming back to this. I think I've bought maybe 3 of these before. The nice thing is they do sell it if you have one of those cosmetic company outlets by you. They do typically have it there as well, so you can get it for a little bit less than if you actually had to buy it at Sephora or an Origins counter. But this has been the best eye product that I have been able to find. I've used Philosophy. I've tried many different samples. I still keep coming back to this one. Okay, so face primer. I'm still in search for a face primer. However, one of my favorites across the entire year has been the Hourglass, the Veil Mineral one. So you can see this was a deluxe sample one. It is almost gone. I have also gone through the travel size one, and I believe I will be repurchasing another one. I buy the smaller tubes of it though, like the travel size. I do not buy the large one because they last so long that I'm afraid buying the full size, the $50 one, it would potentially go bad because I think it would take me over a year to use it all up because you use so little. What I love about this is it does take a little bit of the redness out of your skin. It's also supposed to make your makeup a little more waterproof. I haven't tested that out, but it is supposed to. It's supposed to increase the longevity also of your makeup to the point where you don't even need a setting spray anymore, such as I love the Urban Decay All-Nighter. I really don't have to use that when I use my Hourglass primer. It also makes your makeup go on so nicely and smoothly, and it does seem to keep the makeup or any kind of concealer, anything you put under around your eye area from settling into those lines as much as it would with any other kind of primer or with no primer at all. So my favorite across the year, I wish it wasn't so expensive, but is the Hourglass Veil Primer. And Another two little odd items, well, maybe not odd items, they're great makeup ones. It's this little kabuki brush from e.l.f. and it's their contouring kabuki brush. It is so densely packed. It is nice and soft and bendy. I like to use this as a final kind of brush to go away, especially if I'm trying to make sure that all the edges of my contour and powder and everything are all nicely blended away. It's so nice and soft, and it really is no shedding. It was like $3. It's one of my favorite brushes. My other favorite though brush for applying eye makeup, and no matter what I keep going back to this one, is the IT Cosmetics. It's the double-ended one. So this one is a little bit more domed. This one is a little more spread out. So this is good for getting in like those little areas with a darker color. This one for a little bit lighter area here. I absolutely love this. I wish it wasn't double-ended. I love that it's double-ended, so you only have one brush here. Although I always do struggle a little bit when I used to keep my brushes in a cup, that one of these had to be rested on. I didn't like that part. I can't keep my brushes in a cup anymore because my cat Dexter, yes, he has discovered brushes and he starts running off with them. So I've lost a couple brushes in the crossfire here, but now I have to keep them all in a drawer. But that's actually fine now for this because I don't have to say, ooh, which side goes in. So, but this is one I constantly reach for. I really, it applies the powder so nicely and blends it out so nicely. Top runner across the entire year. Okay, now on to my favorite mascara across the entire year, and that has, at least since it came out, because it came out in 2015, and that is the Sigma, and I got this Sinuosity Lash. So I have talked about this before. It was a top runner in my Bad Elf mascaras. You can see here, I love that when you have to pull it out, you really have to work to pull it out because it takes a lot of extra product off, but not totally strips it of product. It's got this nice curved brush, which hopefully you can see well. And it does a beautiful job of separating your lashes, but also giving a little bit of curl to them. So I have really, my favorite mascara. Oh, and I have two more lip products. One of my favorite lip scrubs, really cheap, get it Forever 21. It's their Love and Beauty lip scrub. It was $2 or under $2. They have it in different scents. This is in apple. They also have a vanilla one. It looks like this. I really don't smell the scent, and I really don't care so much about whether it's got a scent or not. I like to use this in the shower. It has wonderful little scrubbers in it, but one of the other best things is that medium that it's in is really moisturizing. So I find that my lips get nicely exfoliated, but then the product that's left behind is really moisturizing. Under $2 or $2 lip scrub, Forever 21. Love it. Love it. Okay. Oh, I actually have a couple more products. They're all hiding back here. A skincare product that I've absolutely loved. I like multitasking as many products as I can. My moisturizer that I use in the morning, I like it to have SPF in it, and I like it to not be a glowy finish of the moisturizer, more of a matte finish. And I have found one that smells wonderful as well too. It's this Image Skincare. And this is the Prevention Plus Daily Matte Moisturizer with an SPF of 32 plus. This really does a nice job moisturizing. It leaves a nice kind of satiny finish, and it smells wonderful going out, almost a little fruity, but then that goes away. It's not like a sickening kind of smell. But it also has a wonderful SPF in it. And you put it on, and then it pretty quickly disappears on your skin, but it is nicely moisturizing, so you feel that hydration, but you don't see it as oil or glow coming across. So I do have to order it online, but I'll leave the link down below. One of my favorite, and who can't beat an SPF at that level too. Okay, so into a couple lip products. I'm wearing one of them right now, and it has been one that I use, love, wonder why I pushed it aside, and then forget about it because it gets pushed around in my drawer. See it again, like, oh yes, use it again. You know, one of those kind of cycles. It's almost one of those where maybe you have too many. But it is the Urban Decay Revolution lip gloss, and this is in the color Liar. I'm actually wearing it right now. I love these lip glosses. They feel so good. They go on so nicely, and I really love this color. Just one of those, I love the case too. The only thing is I wish it did have a little bit more of that kind of vanilla-y smell that I love so much, but it actually has no scent that I can pick up on. But I love this one, and I don't know why I always kind of push it aside after a while. So one of my favorites across the time, because every time I rediscover it, I'm like, oh, I love this lip gloss. One of my favorite lipsticks across the entire year has, no matter what, I keep going back to it as one of my favorite lipsticks, is MAC Twig. I just love this lipstick. There you go. It's just one of those beautiful nudes, but not really a nude color, that just shows up so nicely, works well with my skin tone, but it's not too glaring. I love, my sister described it, she doesn't like it if you can notice someone's lipstick before that you actually see their full face. And that hit home. You really just want to see the whole face, and the lipstick just complements everything. So, and I feel like this is one of those nice colors, just as along with this. So if you want more of a glossy kind of, if you want more of a matte, or you can mix them together well too. So, and I love MAC lipsticks, and I adore the smell of MAC lipsticks. Just something about, I just love them, love them. Okay, on to just a few last products. Well, I mean, not a few. Eyeshadows. I'm going to show you a couple, and they're all coming from my Z palette, which tells you that the majority of them come from Makeup Geek, and they do. So across here, this is my Z palette that I have them all, and I'm going to pick out a couple that I use and absolutely adore. The first one I'm going to hold up is just a spare. I actually have the full size waiting to be put in here now. It's MAC Cream Brulee. You can see I have pretty much used it. I actually have another replacement for it. I love that color. I actually have it on my eyes. You can see up top here. And today, beautiful, love this color. It's just a great kind of crease color that if you don't want to be too much color, but you still want something there. Love that color. Another one of my favorites, and it's, again, a Makeup Geek. It's in Mocha. And it's just one of those beautiful, beautiful browns. Just put that on there. It's just really a beautiful color, and it's great for, I think I have it actually in this outer kind of corner right there on my eyes today. But just love that color as well too. Then another one from MAC this time is Saddle. It's this kind of brown. I'll put it right next to the other one. This is just a nice kind of a quiet brown. So it's right up top there. It's a nice quiet brown, so it's nice when you put the darker color and the outer color and you just use this to work in a little bit there. It blends beautifully. It's just such a pretty color. Really, really nice when you're trying to use like a brownish color. It also works really well with any kind of plum colors too. And then the final one from the ones that I've just been adoring this entire time, switching back to Makeup Geek and as Cocoa Bear. This is one of those very popular ones too. I'm going to put it right there. So there it is on my hand. So Cocoa Bear, it's got a little bit more of that mauvey kind of color in there. It's really nice, at least when I've been using it, and kind of, again, the outer kind of colors here. And then you patch it up with one of the other kind of browns, move it in. Beautiful. It's really pretty under the eyes. There's something about Makeup Geek and MAC eyeshadows. I think I actually prefer Makeup Geek over MAC eyeshadows, but they're just so creamy. They just are so true to color, like they don't change over time, at least on me, and they just blend so wonderfully that you can just, even if you put too much on, then you can easily work with it and it doesn't become like a hot mess. But there's something about the creaminess and the wonderfulness, and they just don't have dust all over the place too. So Makeup Geek eyeshadows and MAC eyeshadows have been my favorite, and those colors have just been top runners. Okay, my favorite foundations of 2015. This is one of those instances where I have a summer and a winter favorite because my skin needs during the summer are very different than they are during the winter. Probably you experienced that as well. I guess it also depends where you live. When I lived in Florida, I didn't have that issue. Living here in North Carolina, I'm addressing that issue now. My favorite foundation for during the summer kind of months, the heat and the humidity, when my skin is less dry, and I'm more worried about it not getting oily and broken up, is the NARS Sheer Glow. Really love this. I've just done a review on this. I'll link that down below. The color that I wear it in is Punjab. I'm probably butchering that. But I really love the way that this applies, the way that it lasts, the way that you can make it very sheer. Even though it's called Sheer Glow, it's not for that. But the idea that you can make it very sheer or you can build it up and it still looks nice when you build it up. So NARS Sheer Glow has been my favorite summery time type foundation. For the winter, when my skin is drier and when I feel like I need the hydration but still don't want glow or oil, my favorite has been Too Faced Born This Way. If you just watch my December favorites, you'll know I have just loved this foundation. It's actually a foundation that when I wore, my daughter, teenage daughter, actually said that it looked really good. And she's not into makeup or anything, so, but she'll give me very honest comments, but the fact that she pointed out it looked really nice. I'm wearing this in a natural beige. I'm actually wearing it today. Absolutely love this. I will do a review on this. If you want me to do it sooner rather than later, go ahead and put a comment down below, but I will get a review up on this too. So, loving those foundations. Okay. So now as far as the powder that I've been using, I have gone back and forth on using different powder. I do like to put my foundation on and then put some type of a powder on top. And then sometimes I use setting powder on top of that too, but my actual first layer of powder, I've gone back and forth on different products. What it really has come down to now is my forefront has been this Lorac Perfection powder. I have it in PF 3.5, and you'll see what it looks like. It's like this. You can see I've already used quite a bit there. But it's just a nice finishing powder. It doesn't, you barely even see it on my hand there. It doesn't over mattify. It does not make it glowy or sparkly. It just puts a nice finish. It just got a very, light tint of color on there. So it seems like it just evens everything out so nicely, and it wears so nicely throughout the day. I never have to touch up when I've applied this over, for example, paired up with the Too Faced Born This Way. These are a beautiful match, and actually the NARS Sheer Glow. The previous powders that I've been playing around with, the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, I use that in a medium, and I do really like that one. I actually say both of those are really good. This one still hits the front of the pack there. I've also been playing around with Laura Mercier, the translucent powder, which I do like, but this just seems to bring my makeup to a slight lead, and both the way it looks and the lasting power of it. So, Lorac Perfection powder. Just love it. Very similar though to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I can sometimes use both of those. I'm like, oh, products to wrap up the best of 2015 are also from Hourglass again. They've really had a lot of winners here. My favorite palette from them has been the Edit palette. I've done a review on this. I'll link that down below. If you're not familiar with it, this is where the palette that some people complain because the squares were so small and it was pricey. However, I've been using this a lot. You can still see I have barely made a dent in any of these, but I love the fact that it has nice finishing powders, correcting kind of powders, a little bit of a highlighter in the middle there. Then it has a bronzer and then two blushes. The bronzer is gorgeous. Matter of fact, I have another bronzer from Hourglass in the other color. So there's one that's a little bit lighter, which is the one that's in this palette. So the Luminous Bronze Light is in this palette. This is the Radiant Bronze Light, which is a little bit darker. I love both of them. I'm wearing this one today. What I love about these powders and the blushes are that you put them on and they just seem to almost blend themselves. It's very hard to overdo it because they just kind of melt into your skin and just look very natural. At least the colors have worked for me. I've heard for some people the colors don't work as well. However, I love the bronzers. And the two blush here, you get the Mood Exposure and then the Luminous Flush. So the Mood Exposure is the more plummy color, and then the pink one is the Luminous Flush. These are both really pretty colors too. This whole palette, I like to bring this when traveling. I know it's expensive, but I just put some little pads inside here to protect it because this not only has the bronzer and blushes, but it also has this beautiful finishing powder that works beautiful all over, especially under the eyes. And then also has this more of a yellowish kind of tone powder, and then it does have a little bit of a highlighter. I'll link my review down below if you want more information on it, but I have loved these Hourglass products. So just top. Expensive, but very, very much worth it. Matter of fact, I bought this, returned it because I thought it was just too expensive, and missed it so much. I had to go buy it again, and then I was just like cherishing it, right? It's just like, yay! It was exactly, I knew I really wanted it, and I already had this bronzer, and I knew that these were just, to me, they work very well, especially maybe because I'm a little more heavy-handed with things. So even when you're heavy-handed, I feel like these still work well. So, well, that wraps up all my favorites from 2015. I am so looking forward to now 2016. And I guess what's been so exciting for me is really this is the first time I've done an end of the year favorites because I only started YouTube back what, 5 months ago. So think of all the fun things I found now. I just can't wait to look forward to next year when I'm doing the best of 2016 and see what new products are out there. But what's also so wonderful, it gives me a chance to also thank all of you for being there with me, for helping me grow, for encouraging me, for offering great advice and suggestions. I've gotten great suggestions from many of you too. And I just want to take a moment to wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful new year, whether you've already started in 2016, or if I get really good and I get this uploaded before the new year and you're about to embark on a New Year's celebration. But the idea that these are not just makeup and skincare products, but that they just make us just feel just that little bit more of a specialness to us that we know is already there and already out there in others. In that, I hope that everyone is enjoying wonderful holidays and Happy New Year's, and I really look forward to finding out from you what some of your favorite products of 2015 were. So go ahead and leave those in comments below. In the meantime, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video so I will keep making more. And also go ahead and subscribe so when I do make more videos, you will know instantly when you open up your YouTube channel and you see that waiting for you. I hope you're all having wonderful 2016s. Goodbye.